Hi guys, welcome to my paper mache tutorial. Today we're making BT21 Cooky sculpture from scratch. I will be guiding you through making a paper mache clay, shaping the sculpture and painting it. So if you're looking for a creative project, this is the right place. Without further ado, let's get started.
First, we'll need wasted papers, a large bowl, hot water, small bowl, tablecloth, paint, a ruler or any sculpturing tool, a brush, and PVA glue. We'll start by making the clay. First, grab some wasted papers and tear it into small pieces. If you have a shredder or scissors, that's great, but I'm here using my hands. The point is to have smaller pieces of paper so they become easier to break down later. Put the pieces into a bowl and cover them with hot water. We'll soak them for a few hours. Hot water helps break down the fibers faster, but if you're using cold water, you might need to soak them for overnight. After soaking for a few hours, mash the paper into a pulp. If you have a blender, you can blend it for a smoother texture, but I'm doing this manually. Keep going until it's crumbly and soft, so that the sculpture will have a smooth texture. Once it's nice and soft, squeeze out the water. Use a cloth or handkerchief to wrap the pulp and press as much water out as you can. This will help speed up the drying process later. Put the pulp into an empty bowl. Crunch them into smaller crumbs to make mixing easier. Add PVA glue bit by bit and mix it all together. I basically eyeballed the measurement. If you feel like the paste is not sticking to each other, add more glue until the texture becomes smoother and soft. But don't add too much, it'll become too sticky and soft like a porridge. If you drain too much water and the papers feel so dry, add a bit of water. Once it's smooth and moldable, the paper mache is ready. Now comes the fun part, shaping cookie. I first divide the clay into parts for the head, body, ears, arms, and legs. I missed filming the head shaping part, but what I did was rolling a ball for the head and oval shapes for the ears. For the body, we'll shape a rectangle, smaller than head. Attach the pieces together by pressing them gently. To make the joint smoother, spread a little extra clay at the connection point. I'm using a ruler to spread and smooth the clay, but you can use anything like a stick or even sculpturing tools if you have them. Basically, what I'm doing here is cutting some unnecessary parts out and filling in some parts to shape it. The same process for the arms and legs. Here, I'm just polishing it by lightly spreading some glue over the surface. One thing to remind is, it can get too soft if you overdo it. Finally, it's time for facial features. Use small pieces, roll, and attach for nose and blush. For eyes and eyebrows, I just draw and dig a bit of the clay using pencil. This is the result after shaping. Pretty satisfying, right? Once you're happy with the shape, it's time to let it dry. Place the sculpture in a sunny spot and let it dry for 3 to 5 days. We'll start by painting a base coat of light pink to match Cooky's color. What I would suggest is, if your paint is a bit thick, spread some water with brush to the clay first, then add paint. Again, you don't want your paint to be watery because it'll make the layer too thin. Once it's dry, let's add some details. Paint a brighter pink for the blush. Add some details like eyes, eyebrows, and mouth using black paint, and ear and hands using white paint. You can also add a coat of clear varnish to seal the sculpture and make it last longer. Here is our cookie!